All right, so we've talked through how to build a fence bundle from scratch. The mechanics of building out other kinds of bundles, like for your corner and end posts and gates, are not going to be all that different, but there are a few nuances that I want to go through here in this video. We'll start by looking at a gate example. And the first thing that I want to point out is the visual information that's going to be associated with that bundle. So when you go to create a gate bundle, rather than defaulting to this line arc visual type, you're actually going to want to go to this drop down and then select shape, and then, obviously give your gate whatever name. And then when you click into the visual box here, you'll have the opportunity to choose a gate shape to associate with your bundle. Now, if you scroll down this list here on the left, we do have a gates category here with a lot of different gate shapes that you can look through and pick from. Again, a lot of different options. You can scroll through and see what is appropriate for your use case, hit choose, and then that visual will be associated with that bundle. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel here real quickly, and just for the sake of time, I'm going to pull up an existing gate bundle that I already have here in my library. Again, you can see that the visual type is shape, and I have a shape associated with my woodwalk gate here. Now, the other thing that I want to point out, you'll see that when we go down and look at the line items, the components comprising this bundle, it's going to look pretty similar to what we saw when we looked at the fence bundle. You'll have all of the same columns. The one thing that is going to be a little bit different is that the way that you'll set the quantity rule will typically be slightly different, and we'll look at an example. I'll click into our rail line item here. You'll notice that rather than using the simple rule, which we use quite a bit in the fence bundle context, most of your line items for your gate bundles are going to use what we call the multiplier. And you'll see the little explanation here. The multiplier basically takes the bundle quantity, right? How many gates do I have? And then multiplies it by this value. So in other words, if I have one gate, I need 4 rails. If I have 2 gates, I need 8 rails, and so on, right? So I can enter that value, save that in there, and that will update my quantity. Now, one other thing to point out here is that when you are using the multiplier to set a quantity rule for a component within your bundle, rather than hitting this blue button that has the plus minus times equals and then going in here, you can actually type directly into this box that you see right on the bundle itself. So if I know that I need, 18 nails instead per gate, I can go in and easily make that update without having that extra click. Otherwise, everything about how you construct and edit your gate bundles will be the same as how you build your fences. Now, I also want to show you an example of a post bundle. I'm going to click into this chain link category. I've got a few corner and end post bundles that are set up here. And I'll click on this corner post up at the top just so that we can take a look. You'll see that, like with our gates, you'll want to set up your corner and end post bundles as shape visual types, right? And you'll also notice that for these line items within our corner post bundle, we're also using primarily that multiplier, right? So in those two ways, the fence and the gate and the post bundles will be similar. The one difference between the two is really going to be the visual, right? Rather than choosing a gate shape, we're going to choose an appropriate corner or end post shape. Now, I'll click into the visual here. This is somewhat counterintuitive, but you will actually find our pre-created post shapes by clicking into this gates category here that we've seen before. So keep scrolling all the way down past all of these gates. And then down here at the bottom, you'll see that we have a number of different posts. We have a couple of sizes of corner posts, a couple of sizes of end posts, and then a few other miscellaneous shapes as well. One thing that I do want to point out while we are looking at this, you'll notice that we do have this line post shape available in our shape library that we see on the screen here. Most of you will be including line posts as components within your fence bundles, so that'll be automatically calculated, and in all likelihood, you shouldn't need to set up separate bundles for your line posts. So I just wanted to point that out so you don't get confused. If you see this here on this screen, in all likelihood, you will not need to pick a line post shape here and associate it with a bundle. You'll primarily be working with these, corner and ends, or terminal. I know sometimes we use that verbiage, but just wanted to point that out. But once you have selected that visual, then again, that will be associated as the shape representation of your bundle, same as with any other shape-based bundle in your library.